Hi everybody, this is Bill Weimers, the Watchmonger. Sorry for the delay in, making videos. I've been away for a little bit. Everything's good. I'll get into this story later. But anyway, when I got back from where I was, basically, excuse me, gassy. Basically, I forgot my password for YouTube. So anyway, what I tried to do was do a password reset, but then it asked for my recovery email. I couldn't remember any sort of recovery email really. So I tried to call Google support, and I didn't get anywhere there. They were ridiculous. But anyway, I had to start a new YouTube and Gmail account and Google account, whatever. So here we are. So sorry for all the delay and all that stuff. I will link this new YouTube account channel in this video in the comments section of my other old videos under that other Bill Weimers account. That way you can, if you want to take a look at this. So anyway, long story short, so moving on, I want to show you a watch that I love. This is a beautiful watch. It's something I paid $500-600 for. I bought it online through this company's website. Because at the time that I bought it, and maybe it's still like this today, I don't know. But anyway, the only way to buy it was through it. Now, the unfortunate piece to this is a, hey, you can see my beautiful face there. Yes, it's made in Germany, the Deutschland, right? It's a Steinhart, an awesome watch, and this is like a $2,000-3,000 watch that I got and others got as well. That for $500 or $600, it's just ridiculous. Now, Steinhart, little backdrop on them is they've been around since the 1990s. It was started by a man whose name, coincidentally enough, or not coincidentally enough, ironical enough, is Steinhart. Some people will say, by the way, because I'll see in the comments section, oh yeah, you're saying it wrong, Bill. It's Steinhart or whatever. That's fine. Steinhart, whatever, Anyway, this was started by a man by the name of Huber Steinhart, or probably how they say it, Huber Steinhart, or something like that. I don't know. I don't speak German. But basically, this guy worked for a major watch manufacturer. He got into quality control. He loved that aspect of it. And when he left that company, coincidentally enough, the quality control pooped the bed, basically. So, unfortunate for them, but fortunate for Steinhart. Steinhart brought his rigorous quality demands. Now, he's making everything outside the movement. Okay, so the movement, it's a classic ETA. It's an ETA 26 something or other. This can keep time with an atomic clock. So it's pretty good. Obviously, is the atomic clock going to be more accurate? Of course, but there's no question about that, right? But this beautiful number here, this beautiful watch, will keep track extremely well. So just so you know. Now, this is also, to get into the particulars of this watch, so again, it's made in Germany. I know, head scratcher there, right? What does Germany make outside of cars? Nothing. They haven't made anything since the Nazi Empire of the 1930s. Or whatever, but it's silly. But this is a great, like I said, great watch, great quality. Everything is beautiful in this thing, and pinpoint, and I'll show you some of the good details. So this particular watch is 520 beats per minute, which is amazing. It's like 7 clicks a second or whatever you want to get into that. So just to look at this here, this is a beautiful crystal. I think it's what was it? I forget now. It's a leaded crystal that is extremely scratch resistant. I mean, I could go like this all day and get nowhere. Now the bezel is a glow in the dark feature. This is all glow in the dark. It's called Illuminati, and basically, I mean, it glows in the dark. Okay, so it illuminates. So if you want to be more like exacting and sound smarter, I guess. But I mean, just to give you an idea, if I'm out all day and any sort of light hits this and captures it, it will capture basically the radiant light and hold on to it, almost like think of these markers as a battery, basically. So, but they're not. But they're holding the charge of the light, be it natural or otherwise. And now I can go to bed, and at 4 in the morning, I can look at my watch, and it's almost blinding. I mean, it lights up like a Christmas tree, for crying out loud. It's beautiful. But that's not what it's used for. This is a Submariner, and like my other, watch that I have, a Rolex watch. And, this is for underwater diving, and that's the whole reason that this lights up. So if you're diving and you want to pay close attention to, how long you've been underwater, so you've got to move this dial here, and it puts it right here. Okay, I'm diving in at 10:24. I got 30 minutes of oxygen, and there I go. And then you go under, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's 11:15. I've been down here for 20 minutes. I better start to resurface and get back up there, because I could be running out of oxygen and whatever. You feel like the bend's coming on. But I'm not a diver, I'm just saying. So that's what this is for. Now this is also, just to get into some further particulars here, this is a Homage watch, which basically means that this is not a copy or a replica, because that would mean like it's a fake. It's not. It's a genuine Steinhart, but this is paying homage to a watch that was made by Rolex years and years ago. That was made for the Royal Navy back then, and they needed it for to sync up, and they needed that very, very accurate watch here. And this did the trick. It wasn't a net movement. It was an internal Rolex movement, which, as we all know, Rolex is the only company that makes their own movement. And even back then they did, and they were the first even to come up with the hacking feature. And I'll show you. So if I remember how to hack this, there we go. See, so now when I pull this lever, which is the crown, by the way, it's a screw down crown, it's beautiful, out, it stops the time. So if you're on a mission, not that you are, but back then with the watch that they were using, they were on a critical mission where time is sensitive. They all stop their clocks, their watches at a certain time, stops the second hand, so they can be down to the second on their timing. So, hey, I'm going to blow this up at this time. Okay, let's synchronize our watches, bada bling, ding, 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 and so on. Then pop it back in. It starts right back up. Let's wind it just to make sure. And there we go. So, it's a tremendous watch. I mean, this right here, the crystal, it's beautiful. I mean, you can see my face. I mean, it reflects, but yet it doesn't, all at the same time. It gives some reflection, but because of the internal and exterior coatings that they use, there's nothing that gets in the way of you telling that time that's on the face of that watch. The face is brilliant. This is fake patina. because the watch that they were homaging or homaging had patinaed over time. These were white markers on the original watch. Now they patinaed this purposely. Now, how they did it was really intriguing. I spoke to someone over at Steinhart, and they put this just the face now, not the whole watch, just the face into a capsule, and it would subject this watch to a variety of rigors, including light and darkness, so light changes, air, fluctuation of air, cold, temperature, humidity, and all that sort of stuff to get it purposely patina. So this patina, which would take 40, 50 years on a watch to show up and go from white to like this patina yellow color, they did literally in, I think, 30 seconds or something amazing like that. It was under a minute. I was blown away by it. Excuse me. So anyway, now if you look here, it says automatic. What's an automatic watch? I don't want to, go too deep on you guys. I don't know what your skill level is with these watches, so I'm just going to give you a bit of an idea. This is a Seiko, and you can't see back on this one. This is the whole reason I'm breaking out this Seiko. Which, by the way, the beautiful back facing it's etched. It's by hand. It's not lasered or anything. It's amazing. But if you look back here, what's the difference between an automatic and one of the old mechanical watches that you saw your grandfather winding each night before you go to bed, and that right there is the handlebar basically. Now, this flips and goes back and forth as you're walking and moving your hand and your wrist, and that bar essentially winds your watch. So you never even have, if you're wearing your watch all the time, or not even all the time, and once every 48 hours you pick it up and you put it on or whatever, usually, and then your watch is still ticking, didn't lose any bit of time at all. And it's all thanks to that bar that was created back in the 1970s, I believe, again by the king of watches, Rolex. So, that's that there. Again, this is a screw down crown. I look at that. That, if I had my micro lens, you'd be like so excited. I mean, you can still see it very nice. I mean, how they did that, incredible. Apparently, they have a guy on staff that does these. He's no longer with the company. I don't know how good it is now, but he would do this by hand with like mini chisels or something. It was crazy. So just wonderful. How do you screw it down? You just push. Well, listen to the winding. Listen. Smooth, beautiful, no hiccups or anything. Just incredible. Screw this down. Boom. It's a piece of cake. Nothing difficult about it at all. And you tighten this down. So I just get a little tightness there. Not too tight. You don't want to ruin that rubber washer. Listen to it tick. I mean, this is again 8 beats or whatever it is I said. 520 beats per minute. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Beautiful. This is the watch band itself is platinum gold, and this right here is ridiculous. I mean, look at that, smooth. It's a sturdy watch. It's an incredible watch. I mean, this right here, this ticker is 120 beats around. There is no like movement in between. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, like when you're moving this here, you could hit anything. You could bump into something. It's not going to change. That's good when you're underwater. You know what I mean? It's hit a rock. It's not going to throw this off at all. And it's tight. So tight. So, yeah, that's the Steinhart. It's beautiful. I would say yes, definitely. I recommend this 100%. I don't know what the pricing is today, or if they're selling them on third parties or eBay, and they're thousands of dollars now. But again, this is a $2,000 to $3,000 watch easy that I got for $500-600. It's incredible. The markings are accurate. It's perfect. Swiss made, as you see there, which is the internal automatic movement that I discussed by Etta, which is a great Swiss maker of automatic time things. So I hope you liked the review, and any questions, put them in the comments and I'll be sure to look at it. Thank you so much. Bye.